Hello, everyone. This is Sociopath, and I am back with another video, I guess. Let's talk about May. May has been a month. Not a great month, but it's been a month. A very busy month. I knew going into May it was going to be busy. I had talked with some friends actually about making some plans, and we actually were like, it's going to be kind of busy for both of us. Let's just not do this. And it was a good call. But on top of it, we've had a lot of other things happening and happen, and it's just been sewing has not been my priority basically. So this recap's going to be a little bit more vloggy, I guess, in the sense of like I'm just going to tell you what I think about my month and blah 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 blah. I have like no extra footage. I took a little bit of sewing footage of this pattern I'm working on called Cat City by Villa Rosa Designs. I might just use that next month. It's not that exciting. Yeah. So, well, let's get into it. Full disclosure, I might be looking down. I have a notebook with like a list because it was that crazy this month. Let's start with some lighter news. I got all of my gifts given to their gifties, which has been great. Part of what's been busy is that my mom's birthday and Mother's Day, because I'm in the United States of America, both are very similar dates. So I had to get my stuff all sent to her, and I got it sent towards the beginning of the month. She basically was like almost crying, I guess, and that's a great sign with my mom. It was like happy tears apparently. So I sent her the snowman quilt from last month that you saw at the beginning of the April recap. That Christmassy quilt that was sent to her, and she loved it. It was actually fabric she had picked out and given me as a kit. She had like made me a kit, which was so sweet. And I honestly like really appreciated the gift. It was one of my like favorite gifts I have ever been given, and it's because it was so like well thought through, in my opinion. And it was like really loving, and I loved it. So yeah, I got that to her. My February projects of the 2 teapot table running wall hanger things that I made, whatever those were that I made, I sent those to my aunts. Both of them loved them. I got nice messages from both of them. So that was a success. And then I had a Christmas present that I did not show on here, but I sent it in true artist and crafting fashion. Me and my brother, who is also a crafty artsy man, me and my brother finally exchanged Christmas gifts from for 2022 in May of 2023. Don't know if anybody else is like that, but that's how we are. So we finally gave each other our gifts, which was great. Yeah, we both loved our gifts. It was awesome. I think that was all the gifts I gave. Oh, actually that's not, because I gave 2 other quilts that I showed off in the February video to my sister-in-laws. So the purple quilt and then the like reproduction fabric with the white. Those 2 quilts went to their owners as well. So their new homes. They were both very appreciative, and they're like scared to wash their quilts. So I might have to like go over and be like, okay, we're gonna wash your quilt, and I'm just gonna show you how to do it because it's been 2 years or whatever. So in a couple of years I'll probably be like, hey, let's talk about your quilt. Let's try to take care of that. Not because like you're not, but like just like it's probably time for a clean rinse. So that'll be a thing at some point. Yeah, I'm just very excited that all my gifts went through very well. People liked them. It was great. The projects of the month. So if you're new here, because a certain somebody of Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda called out my channel, and I gained a handful of subscribers. I shouldn't say a handful because that suggests like 5. I went from 18 to I think we're at 37, so I gained almost 20 subscribers, which is fun. We'll see how many of you actually enjoy my content and whatnot. Right now I'm just doing monthly uploads, so it's not that exciting at this point. I just don't have the time or the energy, and I don't know what else to film but a monthly recap, because I mainly do this for myself, to be honest. I want to know what I did. I like to look at the videos to be like, that's when that project got done. That's kind of my point of this. So Anyways, for the people who may not remember, and because I have not explained this probably in a proper sense at all, I am participating in Quilted Forest, another YouTube channel here on the YouTubes, who is doing. They are a quilt shop from my understanding, and I've only watched a handful of videos, but I liked this one that I saw, and I'm doing it. So, Quilted Forest is doing this like 12 must-do projects for 2023, and they apparently did this last year as well. I really like this idea. You list 12 projects that need to get done this year. No other time limit. They're not Christmas gifts. They're not, whatever. They're just projects that you have, and they just eventually need to get done. So you list your 12, and then if you want to follow their channel, they will draw a number every month and show you, and be like, hey, this is the project I'm going to do. And then here's, the project now we're going to do, we're going to work on number 3 or whatever. I'm a nerd, and I want to use the dice I own because I have dice. And so I've been rolling a 12-sided dice, so my D12. And I have been rolling for every month and finding out what I have. I've been greatly enjoying it. It's been an awesome process. I put a mix of small projects to large projects so that I wouldn't feel overwhelmed necessarily. My goal is to finish the list completely. Some of it was I just need to quilt the top that I made. And some of it's start to finish. I need to finish the project and quilt it. So it's a wide variety in the large amount of different types and styles of projects that I have to do. And it's a lot of work. This month was number 10. Crinkle, crinkle. Here we go. It's not going to get fun, y'all. And it's got some pinks and tans. I haven't gotten very far. We're going to get into how my month went in a bit, but I've hardly cut the fabric, y'all. The fabric's barely cut. I've started working on the what's the double HST? Because it's not just a half square triangle, but it's 2 of them smooshed together in a crossroads pattern. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what's happening. So I have that. The snowman quilt was one of them. The table running, the teapot table runners, those were part of this. I'm working on this feathers quilt that is constant. I think it's called Arctic Feathers by Elizabeth Hartman. That was my first month. Because I joined halfway through January. I was well, I guess I'm going to do this. And so that, and then the Hungry Little Caterpillar quilt is also part of that. So it's been I've been very much enjoying the projects. I've gotten a lot done because of the projects. And it's also kept my sojo going hey, if I don't know what to sew, but I want to sew, I have a thing that I'm specifically working on to be well, I'm going to sew on that because that's what my goal is this month, is to finish that project. And then once that project's done, I can either work on something else or I can work on, a past month project. So the Arctic Feathers quilt, that still needs to get done. I need to get back to that. I think I haven't touched that one in a couple months. But stuff like that. Technically, I should probably show one thing I did finish. I took a beginner's class with a couple of my friends. I did a little mushroom beginner quilt. It's a little sampler quilt with 9 blocks. It was great. I've taken the class before. But due to the book that they used to use not being published, they no longer use that book, and I was interested to see what the new class was like. So I took it with some friends who are new to quilting and are interested, so we all did it. I'll probably, if I remember, I'll show it in June because I have plans of quilting it, and I was kind of hoping I would get to quilting it this month. Obviously it just hasn't happened, and I don't want to. Gathering projects for this video was a dread, and I just chucked it out of the idea, and I went, I'm just going to talk to you guys because I'm sorry for a talking head video where it's not even that exciting. It doesn't look fun, but also I just don't have the time to or the energy to show a project and then do something. You're getting this. You're getting what you get today. So, but yeah. So what has been happening that I'm not sewing? Why am I not sewing? May is crazy for us just already. And when I say us, I mean as me and my partner. One, it's his birthday in May. It's our anniversary in May. So that we have, a couple of things that we're doing, and, hanging out and doing things and having a grand old time, which is fine. It's good, but it's busy. And like I said, my mom's birthday and Mother's Day happened. In the background, we have had car issues all month. I'm like talking like late April, we started with car issues, and it has persisted through this entire month. And it's just been like our one of our vehicles has been in the shop for like 4 weeks. It's been awful. We unfortunately had to put our cat down this month. Yeah, I don't want to go into it, to be honest. So thank you for your condolences. I know some of you very much understand. Our cat had been with us our entire relationship, so it was hard. Yeah. And it's just been kind of a crazy month. So with not great news, a lot of stress on our end, which has been unfortunate. In happier things, I had a friend who had a baby. Both mom and baby are well. It's been wonderful in that sense. So a new baby to go see. And this is like the first friend I've had that has had a baby, which has been really nice. So I'm like fully ready to be like spoiling this child. So getting to that point at some point. So yeah. I'm trying to remind myself that I don't have to get everything done this month. Like I'm not cleaning out my entire closet of fabrics. I'm not, nothing amazing is happening in that sense. So yeah, sorry to end on a dour note. Ooh. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, otherwise, like, I've been working on the Cat City quilt. So yeah, it's really been a boring month of not me working on anything really. I'm like going into a puzzle right now. I finished a different puzzle this month. That was like kind of how I dealt with stuff this month, has been puzzling, because I can like put on a podcast or a show and really just zone out while doing something that's not with sharp blades or a sewing machine with a sharp needle or anything. So I don't have to worry about that, which is nice. So it's pretty not dangerous, maybe a paper cut. So but yeah, thank you to everybody who's hopped over here from Brenda's channel. I don't watch a ton of, unfortunately, I probably shouldn't say this, but I really don't watch a ton of their content or anything. It sounds like it's a team of people, possibly. I don't fully know the deets. But yeah, it looks. One of my first subscribers was was Conquering Mount Scratmore, and it's been very wonderful to have somebody like actually continuously watch and see what I'm doing. I didn't expect that when I started to re-upload again a couple months ago, and the main reason I hadn't been uploading was because of school, and then I graduated school, and then I didn't want to sew for like a year almost, and so yeah, it's been a lot. Anyways, enough about that. I would love to know what you guys are interested in watching or seeing. I think there's so many great tutorials out there that I don't see the point of me making quilting tutorials, unless there's something that you guys are like, I've never seen this before, but you look like you've done that. If you see something in a project or whatever. And then if you just have general questions about me, what I do here, what kind of stuff, what projects I work on, if there's something you would rather me go into more detail, like if I do a project and you're like, I want you to show the patterns, I want to know what that pattern looks like, because I love to, if I see it in a quilt store, I've seen like another colorway now, or if it's in a magazine, I now know what it looks like, kind of a thing. So yeah, whatever floats your boat. Let me know. Yeah, so I'm Sam. And that's, I think, the video, guys. I'm so tired. This month has been exhausting. I hope you all have a much better month than I have. And I also hope that, good things be coming. Stay quilting, stay sewing, enjoy yourself. Please keep finding the sojo that matters for you. So, bye.